Do you ever find yourself getting bridged over from mount or side control? If so, it's because of the issue of perpendicular versus parallel. Anytime you're on mount, like Gavin is now, you're parallel with your opponent and you're easier to be bridged. Here, his opponent Rob on the bottom bridges to try to create some space, and then he's going to hit another bridge, and you're going to see Gavin go over. And people are often confused by this because mount's supposed to be a dominant position. Why do people get bridged off so much? Because to really create a lot of pressure with a pin, and I mean pin from side control, half guard, whatever, you need to be perpendicular to try to create as much pressure as possible. If you're parallel and mount, you're going to be parallel no matter what. You just have to be mindful and find a way to have your base wide with your hands, and you really want to be good at anticipating bridges. If you can tell he's going to bridge, that's going to save you a lot of time. But if your hands are committed and he bridges, you'll see guys a lot of times get sent right over. Here's another situation from that same match. Gavin's in a good position. He has mount with a crossface. He's got his right hand free, possibly to post. But let's take a look at what happens as he digs for the arm. Rob hits a bridge and sends him over again. And now let's take a look in a little more detail. So again, Gavin has the crossface. Now that right hand could have potentially saved him. Watch as Rob's hips come off the floor. Gavin has no post over to his left. So he could have maybe tried to bring that right hand really far over to his left side to base out and recover. But Rob was quick with that bridge and sent him over again. Another example of being bridged over when you're parallel. Let's contrast that with side control. So side control, Gavin's perpendicular in this situation, not parallel. So you have a little more time to know that the bridge is happening if you don't feel it coming right away. And see how he had his hand out wide on that occasion. Let's look again. Rob goes to hit a similar bridge, but you just don't quite have the same leverage as when you're parallel, because as he goes to bridge Gavin hard over his right shoulder, Gavin can kind of just almost float over top of him, and then he used the hand effectively there to stop the movement. He could have got rolled all the way over if he did not put that hand in, and then he tried to transition to the back. So let's just take a look one more time. And remember, if you want to increase the pressure on your pins or side control, focus on staying perpendicular and pulling them into you rather than driving with your head. If you're leaning into them, it's going to give them a little extra power with that bridge. And just remember, if you're on mount, you're parallel with your opponent, you're a lot more susceptible to being bridged over, and you just have to be aware of that and effectively use your hands and feet to post. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on the video.